Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe J Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
Today we are going to talk about Deadpool and the Wolverine. Full spoilers for the movie in theaters.
Yeah, and also spoilers for Deadpool 1,
2, all the Wolverine
Logan,
movies
all the
in
X-Men
the past.
movies. Yeah,
you have been warned. Here you go. Here we go. Yo, Won-Jin, I gotta say, I had a jolly good time. Like, that's how I would sum it up. I mean, even rated R these days, I feel like since Deadpool first launched, I think around 7 years ago, I mean, TV has already been rated R for a while.
yeah,
And then movies were going that direction too. And with that, what happened was, I think a lot of them tried to do this. You know, for example, that devil character.
Daredevil.
Not Daredevil, but Hellboy.
Oh, Hellboy. Okay.
Yeah, they're like rated R comedic superhero movie. I think it's harder than it seems. That's why probably Sony went PG-13 with Venom. Oh, what's up? What's up, ZZ? What's up, Scott Walker? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in the next video. Scott Walker.
Yeah, we checked the comment.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with Deadpool and Wolverine review, and then we're gonna talk about House of the Dragon, the latest episode, and then we're gonna do a Let's Talk, man. So, but this one, I think Deadpool was such a hit that some people were a little disappointed at Deadpool 2. Not disappointed, but not as good as the first one. But this one, it's actually a Batman and Robin. You know, and like the name is so appropriate in the fact that it's not really a Deadpool. I mean, it is a Deadpool 3, I guess, technically, but it really is a Deadpool and Wolverine in the fact that there were. I think comic book fans probably are familiar with this duo, but for me, I didn't know this duo. But now that I've seen it, I wouldn't mind the Deadpool and Wolverine 2 now.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they are two invincible beings that can regenerate and then violent, and then one has a bad temper, one has a bad mouth, and then that just makes the magic go on and on for me.
And this was, for me, was pretty highly anticipated because Deadpool throughout the first and the second movie constantly shows his obsession towards Wolverine, because even in the comic book setting, I think he's supposed to be like the huge fan of Wolverine.
Really?
And if we like look at this from outside of the movie's view, it's interesting because, like you said, you know, a lot of these superhero movies, they're very distinctively different depending on the rating. And,
what do you mean?
Well, for example, if you try to make, like, for example, Venom,
you mean the age rating?
Yeah,
okay.
Venom in PG-13, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I think one of the first movies that kind of proved that these superhero movies can like be a blockbuster hit even with an R-rated rating was, I think, Deadpool, and then Logan was like the successor to that.
That was like 3 years later.
Yeah, after that, it was also R-rated. It was basically like based on X-Men, yet it was R-rated. And it was still successful. And this time, we have those two put together. So I was kind of wondering how this is going to go. And after having seen the movie, I got to say that, yeah, the duo didn't really disappoint. And
I mean, another great thing was it wasn't just like tacked on. I felt like the writers going in, they really tried to pay homage to the comics, plus fully utilize like Wolverine and Deadpool's like superpowers. Because I definitely felt that. I wouldn't even mind if it was even more violent, because Wolverine, because we've seen Wolverine survive nuclear bombs before.
Yeah, that's right.
So that guy can like go through a lot of different things, and then that's why the particular favorite scene of mine was the car fight scene.
Oh,
where,
yes.
And And even I really love the writing in that there were emotional climaxes because we're told beginning this particular Wolverine did something fucked up. Mm-hmm. They don't tell us what it is. They keep mentioning that,
like the worst Logan.
Yeah, and then there was that build up that exploded a little bit in the car, and then it later is revealed. And I thought it was really. They did a fantastic job on making Deadpool and Wolverine find this emotional common ground, and I thought that's why the climax of them, sharing that Guardian
sacrifice thing,
Guardian of the Galaxy moment, basically, of one can't do it, we can do it together. I thought that was the surprising part. The comedy, I knew they wouldn't disappoint me at least. Because even the second one, Deadpool second one, I loved the second one too. But here, it had a lot of emotional heft that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Look who's got a haircut. Oh, hey there, schoolboy. Thank you, Zezzy. I'm assuming you're referring to myself.
I'm waiting for this room to come on Netflix or Disney Plus. Are there any sex scenes in this new movie? I don't think so. But watching Deadpool and Wolverine, I wouldn't really worry about a sex scene.
Oh, no, the 100 Deadpools and the doggy scene was my favorite. Yeah, when Wolverine carried it and then every Deadpool stopped shooting, that was hilarious. And then me and Won-Jin, we were talking about that privately, and I love how Deadpool uses Nicepool as a body armor.
Yeah, and then after that his capability of regeneration is not available. After having confirmed it, he still carries on to use him as a human shield.
Yeah, and I love Wolverine saying, that's called fucking murder. I love the moral. It's not even morally gray. It's almost black up in here.
I mean, his head gets blown off, and then he's trying CPR or something.
Yeah, the ridiculousness of it all.
That was funny.
There's one thing that I love about this new movie is that they brought back the original costume from the animated series. Yeah, I mean, even the original costume of Wolverine was great. Yeah. The reveal, it was cool as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't know that he had the mask.
Yeah.
But then, in that last scene, he pulls out the mask and he puts it on.
Yeah.
And that was badass.
And that looking cool, I think, is all Hugh Jackman. Just the way how serious he is. It's kind of like Russell Crowe in Gladiator.
And then what did Deadpool joke about? Is the oral sex handle or something? Blowjob handles?
Hey guys, give a prize. I think it's the first time when Scott Walker aligns with the same topic. Oh yeah. Walker, I'm glad you watched Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, aren't you going to mention the Furiosa scene? Yeah, that was also pretty hilarious. Because, when they... What was that place called? The trash can?
The Void.
Oh, the Void. Okay, that was called the Void. When they arrive at the Void, they, I think, talk to themselves about the place having this Mad Max vibe.
Yeah.
And then after killing one of the Marauders... Deadpool gives that speech about your leader Furiosa, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the meta joke that all Deadpool has, referring current culture. But one thing I didn't like was I loved all the meta jokes except one, the 21st Century Fox thing, the fuck you thing, and then go back. I thought that was a little bit cringe for me, but the other ones were great. It was hilarious.
I mean, I think this is the trademark of Deadpool since the first and the second movie. He constantly leaves the movie world and constantly brings real world references. You know, when Blind Al wants to do cocaine, he even brings out the name Kevin Feige. Yeah, the producer. And
no, but in a way, this whole movie setup is a satire on Marvel too, because. I love how Paradox yes, this is TVA, and then we're supposed to fast forward, and it's almost TVA. I understand after watching the movie, TVA is basically a story device here. It's not the TVA that we met during Loki. Yeah, because I did in the middle of the movie, I was like, is Loki gonna make an appearance or?
I was kind of bummed out that they didn't have the new reset. Yeah, Miss Minutes.
Yeah. TVA was just there to be functional. Yeah. But I did love the main villain though, Cassandra Nova. I love her not because she's an evil woman, I guess. but I love her powers, and there were like interesting moments where she uses the Strange's ring.
Yeah.
So there is like this. There was this complexity to her. Well, okay, she's more complex than every Thor villain ever.
Yeah.
But not as complex as some others.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
More complex than any of the Thor villains.
Yeah.
And I also liked how with the limited time and limited appearance and limited exposure to the screen, she managed to give us enough like dimension to her character. Because I think in the end she spares Deadpool after making that deal with Hugh Jackman and his what's it called, his speech about Charles. Yeah. So they didn't spend too much time on her, but I think it was just the right amount to make us intrigued about the character.
I mean, but I think she's dubbed some kind of super mutant or something by the TVA. She's like whatever level. So I like that concept because like when it's Wolverine and Deadpool, you have to put a villain that is like challenging for them because both of them are basically immortal.
Yeah.
So, but I like that her power was like that good, and I loved it. I loved it when she just skinned the Human Torch right off the bat. And then I love Wolverine's speech. Like, you got that kid killed. He's not a kid. He's 50, but Wolverine is 200 years old. So everyone's a kid to him.
Everyone's a baby.
Yeah, everyone's a kid to him. So they were like that hilarious moment. Why can't they find another actor to play Wolverine instead of Hugh Jackman? Because people will riot. Like,
but we have the cameo by Superman. Henry Cavill playing Wolverine. That was surprisingly good. He looked really good as Wolverine.
You
by
thought
the way.
so?
Yeah, I thought so.
I disagree. I thought like the inside joke was like, remember when he was meeting all kinds of Wolverine, and there's a short one from the bar. Isn't that actually closer to the actual comic Wolverine?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because the comic Wolverine is not supposed to be like very tall.
Yeah, but I just thought like Henry Cavill was there to be like a hunk, like so all muscular.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's more saber-toothed than Wolverine
but,
to me.
Looking all grumpy and everything. Yeah, he looked pretty good as Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which is also surprising because, I mean, everybody remembers him as Superman, yet he somehow blends in as Wolverine. That's pretty good.
I disagree. I don't think he'll make a good old Wolverine, actually. But he was a great Superman. I didn't get it. They used Hugh Jackman for Wolverine for years. Why couldn't they? Because I think Tobey Maguire probably didn't want to do it anymore. One thing is. But didn't he appear on the Multiverse Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he made an appearance. But I think Hugh Jackman, it was just a lot of factors for him.
I guess I'm pretty sure the studio like kind of like auditioned different versions.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I bet. But I'm pretty sure nobody could do it better
escape
than
Hugh Jackman.
Do it better than Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, but it's so hard to like because I think that would be like a really interesting like to. It's the opposite of Joker basically because Joker everybody gets a go, right? The Wolverine, at least like since the Bryan Singer version, the first one, I don't think we ever saw another actor play Wolverine. Yes, I mean we've seen different versions of Storm, Cyclops. Because
everybody else we have different versions. Even Magneto and Charles Xavier, the young versions are different. But Wolverine, he's always the same.
He's still Hugh Jackman, even in the prequel trilogy,
in the spin-offs and everything.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I thought, weirdly, I thought I wouldn't mind Henry Cavill joining the X-Men team if we're going to talk about it. But, like, for me, like, Sabretooth or, like, somebody else. I thought.
Like a different hero.
Yeah. Because I feel like Wolverine should be that maybe shorter, stocky version in the next iteration if there is ever going to be one. But according to Deadpool, they're going to make him play till 90.
Until he's 90 years old.
Yeah.
They're actually going to make the real Logan. Later on, when he's 80 years old or something.
Yeah. Oh, and I can't praise like Ryan Reynolds enough too, because I think he genuinely loves this character a lot. I mean, it is his best role to date, I guess. Almost.
And from what I heard, he actually kind of.
He's a
he actually went to the creators and he kind of begged them to make him Deadpool.
Makes sense. I think he was a fan for a long time.
Yeah.
Just like Henry Cavill with Witcher. You know.
And it suits him very well because throughout his career, many of his roles, especially when he was doing a lot of comedy, he always had a big mouth. So it kind of
He always played that joking character. Except in The Proposal.
I think even in the movie, he references Van Wilder.
Yeah.
Because that's the first movie I saw Ryan Reynolds in. Remember when all these like the toilet humor was kind of big after American Pie? That was a good movie. If anybody hasn't seen it, I kind of recommend watching the young Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but this movie really works because of Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds' chemistry here. I really like their every time. I thought Wolverine would actually say "shut the fuck up" more than he did. And you know what's funny? I thought I would get tired of the "shut the fuck up" because I think like near the end he does. It's gotten to the point where it's Deadpool says something, Wolverine's like "shut the fuck up," but I never got bored of it even near the end. Like that's how funny it was,
and it really felt genuine.
Yeah,
it really felt that he was getting on his nerves.
Yeah, and you know what I love about Deadpool is like. All three movies up to now, even with that acerbic humor, like when Deadpool fools Wolverine to get out of the nuclear room, and
by the way, that looked a lot like the scene from Armageddon.
Yeah,
when Bruce Willis kind of logs Ben Affleck out.
Yeah, but it was when Deadpool was keep doing the funny thing. It was kind of moving actually in a weird way where Deadpool does care. He does. And then, most of the times when Marvel did that in a couple of movies, I felt a little cringe. But here, I don't know if it's because it was so violent.
Because we didn't expect it.
Yeah, so it was like, wow, that was actually quite moving. Like, they really felt like buddies.
Yeah.
So even their last scene at the family dinner again with friends, I actually genuinely thought it was heartwarming. Like, it was like, and oh yeah, let's put a topic here. Let's talk about the cameos. Let's talk about all the cameos.
Oh man, my favorite. Like the moment he was. I mean, after having that fight in the car, which is, I think, pretty smart because the car was also called the Odyssey. Honda Odyssey. It's a very famous minivan. But I like the fact that it was called an Odyssey because they're basically on an Odyssey themselves.
Yeah.
But anyways, after they were taken to the cave, I was wondering who that was, and then moment I saw Elektra, I was like, yeah, okay. The moment I saw Blade, I was like, fuck yeah. Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
He's gonna make an appearance in this movie?
Yeah.
Man.
But my surprise was Channing Tatum.
Yeah, because
unproduced. I mean,
what was it? Was it the first Wolverine movie where
Gambit was played by somebody
Gambit
else.
make an appearance, and he was played by that guy from the movie Battleship? I forgot his name, the actor's name.
He's from True Detective season 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. The guy who rides the motorcycle.
Yeah, he's a great actor, but that Gambit didn't pan out.
Yeah, but so I was kind of thinking that maybe he would make an appearance as Gambit, but then I saw Channing Tatum. And I was also like,
hey, I'm gonna watch tomorrow. Oh shit, Uchano, what's up?
Oh, I was pleasantly surprised. Oh man, Uchano, maybe we're spoiling too much of the movie.
Yeah.
This is all supposed to be a surprise. You should like close your ears.
When you say Hugh Jackman, I hear that must be only you, ZZ. No one hears that. Skywalker, you know what makes Wolverine even better and scary if they actually make him into a werewolf. No, Walker, it won't work.
Where Wolverine? He already is Wolverine.
Yeah, that won't work.
Anyways, the moment I saw Channing Tatum, I knew he was gonna be good because in every movie Channing Tatum's in, even like a brief cameo from movies like This Is the End, he is always hilarious.
Yeah.
And no surprise here, he keeps changing his accent.
Yeah.
First starts with like a French accent, then Jamaican, and then some Southern accent.
I love how Ryan Reynolds were basically speaking for us. What the fuck accent is that? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, but he did get a cool fight scene, so that was interesting.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
But I my favorite character, cameo was X-23.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
Laura. She
Yeah.
made the appearance, and it was so great to see her because now we can see her grown up.
Yeah, it's funny how, I think they intentionally designed her, because didn't she play the pupil in the Acolyte? She was in Acolyte, right? Isn't she the same actor? She was Soul's.
I don't think
They're not?
so.
Okay.
You mean Jackie?
Okay, they look alike, so.
I don't think that's her.
Okay.
But anyways, so she's grown up, and I also like that brief moment she has with the different Logan.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like that they don't spend too much time on it.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of instantly sees what kind of person he is because she had already known a Wolverine and Logan. So what did she say? He always showed up when it truly mattered or something. Yeah. And that kind of has like a ring inside Wolverine's mind. We can tell. And I like the fact that they did it subtle enough and didn't spend too much time on it.
I mean, they can't spend much time on it. There's so many cameos.
Yeah.
Like, who else was there?
Who else did we see? We saw a lot of the Magneto's X-Men.
Yeah.
The guy who teleports. What's his name? The German guy.
Yeah, the devil guy.
The red one. Yeah. Him and
Juggernaut.
Toad.
Yeah.
We got Juggernaut, but a different actor.
Yeah. I love that it's like I love Juggernaut getting killed like that. Like that was well done.
Yeah, by X-23.
Yeah.
He got beheaded basically.
Yeah. I think they look the same, but not the same actress. Okay. That's the okay then. You're right. They look similar to me. Years ago, I was reading superhero comics and found a female version of Wolverine. She was so beautiful and powerful, such a badass. I mean, I think that actually happens a lot in the comics, right? Because here we get a lady version of Deadpool too, and we get a kid Deadpool, we get a cowboy Deadpool. Yeah, the fight in the void was very good. Yeah, me too. Like all the fight scenes were actually pretty great, except one. Like the Deadpool pan camera fight was. I thought it would be more violent, but I guess they're all Deadpool and wearing red, so it's okay.
Oh, you mean the fight with like the 100 other Deadpools?
Yeah. It had that kind of like old boy camera.
Yeah, from the side, with the bus and everything.
I like that, but like I thought the fight choreography could have been better. Because you know what, I did want to see like Wolverine and Deadpool doing like a combo move, you know?
That would have been pretty cool.
Like a tornado of katanas and claws.
It's kind of sad that they didn't have any that put them together. Because I mean, we saw them fighting each other and fighting like separately, but I think that was great. I mean, they missed a great opportunity to put them together.
So I thought they would like lean back together, and like, cause they have cameos, right? So if they had like a Magneto could have just like twirled them or something, and Deadpool will pull out his like katanas and Wolverine his claws and do some kind of like a tornado of blood and death, blood metal move, something like that. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm just saying like if I had to choose like a nitpick, and I would have wanted that a lot. If you took a pick one answer to replace Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine, who would you choose? I mean, after Logan, I thought that was an open question, but now that they brought Hugh Jackman back, Scott, I don't think our thoughts would matter. I think they're planning to go Hugh Jackman, right? I mean, or not, because in the movie, does Hugh Jackman say he's not going to return? I thought that was a meta commentary on his role, right? Because Deadpool keeps saying like, "You'll be back," right? He's like, "Nah, this is it," and maybe this is it.
Maybe that's true. Because if he refuses to play, then I mean, we have no choice.
No, but like in Hugh Jackman's defense though, he must be tired of playing Wolverine though. Like the only way he would say yes is, I think he said yes to Deadpool is because it did bring something new. It's a place where him playing Wolverine has never been before. But he already played so many heroic. Remember that one with the samurai robot? That's
Wolverine too.
Yeah. I mean, so what else? Who else was the best number one cameo is Chris Evans. No.
Not as Captain.
Yeah.
But as Johnny, the Human Torch.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he was so hilarious. Even when we dropped down and banged his head on the fucking metal tower, and then as soon as he does that, both of them like, we don't know him, and then it's just trash him.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Him losing his power.
They're kind of like embarrassed
Yeah, and just Pyro one-shotting his power away was also hilarious. He's so useless. The complete opposite to Captain America. Who is one person you would like to see appear in this movie, but you didn't see? Oh man, so many though. Then
Yeah, I kind of hope to see Magneto.
Yeah, me too. Or
because that would have been awesome.
No, because when Cassandra kept mentioning Charles and Wolverine said, Charles would have wanted me to spare you or something like that. I thought they were gonna show us Charles later, like because this is already a multiverse anyway. So, but it makes sense that there's no Charles that will ever drop on Void because I bet he's a noble motherfucker in every timeline, right? You didn't answer my question, Mike. Why would it be a bad idea if they were Wolverine and Werewolf?
Because Wolverine already is an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're basically turning one animal to a different animal.
Yeah.
So the only thing that would make sense would be to make Wolverine turn into like a literal Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a badger. Wolverines.
Yeah.
I think it's a kind of like a really ferocious kind of a badger.
Yeah. I would absolutely love to see a team up with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. Oh yeah. I mean, now that I think Scott, that could happen now because we're all in the multiverse anyway. Because Tobey Maguire, I agree with Scott there. Like, I mean, you would agree that he's the best Spider-Man up till now, right? Even with
and I think he also had like a great reception from the critics when that No Way Home movie came out.
Right. I mean, I like the Holland. I like that. I like that actor a lot.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, but Tobey Maguire just had that magical, normal-looking guy, and
kind of going through a lot of tragedies to find who he is.
But it's hard to bring that magic back, I guess, because when we first saw like Spider-Man, it had that imperfect CG mixed with practical effects, and there was just that what do you call it? Like that camera view of that 90s, 2000s feel to it. Even Spider-Man 2 had that. That was charming. I like how they tried to respect Wolverine posture into details. Oh, yeah. But it did make, to add to Zezzy, it did make me notice that Hugh Jackman is one tall person with long arms. Because when he did this, I was like, in the comics, it looked more, chunky. But it was long, but he was still muscular as hell.
He's a big dude. And I like how, even in the beginning, we have that NSYNC song, Bye Bye Bye. With Deadpool fighting those guys from the TVA with the adamantium skeleton of the dead Logan. And he also puts those claws, and then he does that posture. That was pretty hilarious. And Laura X-23 also has the same posture. It's like a signature now.
Yeah, I liked most of the cameos. Yeah. Did we miss something? Did we miss someone? A cameo? There were like over a dozen, I think, though. I forget.
Yeah, there are so many.
But I also love the Deadpools fanboying over that Peter guy. Was it Peter? I don't know. I forget his name.
He's loved by all of them. Like from all different universes, they all love him.
Yeah. That was a good touch. Why does Marvel dislike Fantastic Four characters? Oh, what's up, Karthik? They make them do cameos in films and then brutally kill them like. I don't know. I think it's because like the first couple of ones just like were critically panned and not a box office success, right?
And I think it's kind of difficult because at the time, when they were making, what was it? The Doctor Strange 2 and everything, they were still like under the acquisition of 20th Century Fox.
That deal was still going on.
Yeah, the deal was still going on, just like Spider-Man. The Marvel Studios don't have rights over Fantastic Four to put them in movies. No,
but to answer Karthik's question, my thought is like the first. You remember the one with Jessica Alba? Like the first two. First one was okay, but I thought the second one just ended that series.
I didn't even see the second one because
that's one with the Silver Surfer. Remember?
Oh, okay.
You did
I was thinking about the third one. Because I heard they made a reboot, which like sucked.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the reboot.
Yeah, but I remember the first one. I also kind of remember the second one, but I thought at the time the first one, it wasn't that bad.
Because remember, we loved it because of
The Shield guy,
Yeah,
the thing. What's his name? Detective Vic.
yeah, Detective Vic was in it. I was like, fuck yeah, loyalty.
Michael Chiklis. Yeah, that's right. Michael Chiklis.
And it wasn't that bad, to be honest. There were worse superhero movies than that. I
Yeah.
thought Daredevil was more trash than that.
And now I think they can do a better job with Silver Surfer, because Silver Surfer is supposed to be like a big time villain and much more powerful. And then in the end, we also see the glimpse of what's that guy? The guy with the thing, the Galactus or something.
Yeah.
Galactus. So maybe, I don't know, once Marvel Studio kind of finishes up, Disney finishes up the acquisition and kind of gets settled with all these different what intellectual properties, they will eventually pan out like a series for all these characters that were scattered.
Yo, now that Karthik and you said that, I think this may have been Marvel's secret plan to add in these cameos to gauge our reaction.
Oh, okay.
Would you like Elektra back?
Blade is still hot.
Yeah, Blade is awesome. Did you miss Gambit? Do you want us to reproof that? And what about the Fantastic Four?
They're doing all these like focus group things right now.
Or, because there are ways to... I think Fantastic Four, what's going to happen is they're probably not going to do an independent movie again, but they will appear.
Yeah.
Because this is already multiverse territory.
Oh, and I like that joke when Blade says there's only one Blade, and
and Deadpool looks at us.
Deadpool kind of looks at the camera. We know what's going on because we heard Mahershala Ali. He's getting ready to be the next Blade.
No, but like Mahershala Ali is a great actor.
That's right.
So
I think he's won an Oscar now.
I mean, he probably did.
Yeah, with the I forgot.
He was
the
in
one
True
with
Detective season 3.
The piano thing.
Yeah, he was the best part in Luke Cage. When he died, I fucking stopped watching Luke Cage. Like seriously, like I love this scene with Biggie and Pac like drawing. Like he's a great actor.
What was it? The Claiborne painting. The Claiborne the art, and we also loved him in House of Cards.
Tobey Maguire said in an interview, "I would love to return as Spider-Man out of home." Yeah, I mean, if he wants to, I'm watching that, Scott. Like, he's my favorite Spider-Man. Jin, with that black T-shirt and that hairstyle, you look exactly like the local school bully. What? Really? All right, what's up, Karthik? Do you like the production design for Deadpool and Wolverine? It was so bad. The Void looked like Vancouver, and the Void in Loki was more convincing than the ones. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't word it that way, but I would say like there were some ups and downs in terms of sets. Like it wasn't like because for me the first Deadpool was the best. Like in terms of looking uniform throughout the movie, there was this like city environment. There was that metal environment all through the first movie. Remember?
Yeah.
Like even with that big thing like breaking down at the end, I love the feel. It was always concrete metal.
That's true. The Void in this movie kind of felt like degraded from what we saw in Loki.
And not just that. Now
it's
that
probably a budget thing.
Now that Karthik mentioned that, I did find it weird that monster would just. I didn't understand that part where like Cassandra's like monster's coming for you, right? I was like, why would he stop? Like, wouldn't he eat all of you and this Ant-Man like base too? I didn't understand that a little bit.
Yeah, maybe she had a deal with Alioth or something. Maybe she can communicate with it.
Yeah, but see now, that's great speculation. But I wish they would have explained it a little. Like I didn't understand why Alioth would just come and eat who Cassandra wants and go back and not touch the base and stuff like that. Oh, thank you. Welcome, new subscriber. Welcome to the family. This is Jojin Movie So Awesome, where we talk about everything and anything and movies and reviews. Two Asian dudes. Okay. But okay, now let's do a comparison. Like, out of all the 3 Deadpool movies, is this your...
I would say this is my second favorite. I prefer this to the second one. I think the first one was the best. And then I would say this one would be my second favorite. But I think it's kind of unfair because this is not exactly Deadpool. We have Wolverine. He's half the show.
No, but I was gonna ask a different question. Like, is this your favorite Wolverine movie?
No.
No, it's gotta be Logan.
Yeah, it's gotta be Logan.
Oh,
Logan was too awesome.
Let's talk about that. I thought they dealt with the existence of Logan really well. Like, cause I mean that was definitely a pressure, probably, right? Probably. I'm just assuming here, but I thought they paid enough homage to Logan while still being like an original, a different iteration of Wolverine. Because I think we never seen Hugh Jackman start off that low, like morally. Because remember, because one of my favorite scenes, another favorite scene of mine is actually Cassandra entering Wolverine's mind, and you know there's so much symbolism there, like these empty towers reaching out, like we can hear the screams. And then I thought that's why the Cassandra actor was great. Like she was like, "Oh, is that your pain, your guilt?" And Wolverine's like, "Yes,
I got your back.
I got your back." And then she did and she didn't. But I thought there were like surprisingly great like dream sequences or like fantastic scenes. Like they were Joe.
I
and
agree.
They were Jin. Do you guys know when Kevin Feige will give a speech at Comic-Con? Speech about future MCU movies? No, but we're gonna look at the action points afterwards.
Yeah.
I actually never watched those. Yeah. Because what was the last one when they announced all the phases and
I don't know. I've never actually watched the live event. I usually come across someone a post where somebody like organized them.
Oh, now that Karthik mentioned that, let's talk about what would you rate this as a Marvel movie, Won-Jin? Is this the best Marvel movie since Endgame? Because for me,
you know, that's a difficult question because in between, there were so many Marvel movies that were so crap that I kind of forgot their existence. It's like, what did we have? We had Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings.
Shang-Chi was okay.
Yeah, Shang-Chi was pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Eternals, that was disappointing. The movie was eternal. It just never ends.
But for me, I thought this was like, I'm not saying this is a masterpiece, okay? But it was like the best Marvel like offering in recent years for me.
Yeah, I would say this one gives me enough hope and prospect of like anticipating the next Marvel movie.
You think they're gonna do more rated R movies?
I guess because I think we can tell from the music being used in the movie, but the target audience for these movies, they're getting older and older. So I guess there will be a bigger audience for the next one.
But I guess you got to grow up with comics to appreciate it. They do not telecast live. Aw, that's a shame. Like, I don't know, but I think movie making, because of the writer's strike, it messed up a lot of their plans. So, I don't know, but I would love to get some confirmation of like a big drop.
Yeah.
But MCU, like, future plan is less interesting to me now.
Oh, by the way, have you seen the Marvels? The one with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Remy, what was her name? Rambo?
What?
The Captain Marvel thing. Have you seen the Marvels?
Oh,
That movie.
yeah, you recommended to me.
The one with the trio.
Yeah, you recommended to me.
I watched that, and I expected it to be like horrible, but
Trash?
it wasn't that bad.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, okay. It's
You
not
know,
bad.
you recommended to me, and I pretended and nodded along, but I didn't watch it. Like, I already lost so much interest in Marvel.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I think Eternals was worse.
Really.
Yeah.
Eternal.
Eternals was worse.
Eternal could have worked if it was shorter. It was too long.
Yeah.
Hey, don't judge it by that. Yeah, Azizi, we were talking about that. For me, this is. I would actually put this in equal level as Deadpool 2. I don't think it's necessarily
so.
better than Deadpool 2. But the first Deadpool just had that. You know what the first Deadpool had? It had I don't give a fuck energy. Like, it really had like serious Deadpool first one. It seriously had that I don't give a fuck energy. Like an independent film. And then it somehow succeeded. Like, even the violent scenes, I thought that was more disrespectful than this one.
Yeah. I especially love from the first movie the highway chase scene.
Yeah.
Where the guy gets basically like plastered
Yeah.
to the road sign, and
Yeah.
then he like slips off,
Yeah.
all bloody. Yeah, I love the action scene from the first one, But I guess maybe I mean they all hope for a success when they're making these films, but I think Deadpool 1 kind of proved to be a bigger success.
Because budget-wise, I thought even the budget
studio
wasn't
had
that
predicted.
big. Yeah.
So I guess in the second one, I'm pretty sure there was more pressure because I think they got more ambitious with the second one.
I think I
maybe
liked
that's
it
what made it
better than
worse.
the before one because this one was capable of being offensive but also stay clean and politically correct. I mean, I wouldn't word it like that. I would say I would agree with Zezi in the fact that it had that more mainstream vibe, definitely. And it was done really seamlessly well. And it's so funny how Kevin Feige would, I mean, hats off to him because this is basically like a Marvel spoof. Like, fuck you, Marvel. Bite the hand that feeds me. Fuck you. You think you bought me that you're going to change? But yes, you did. You're a little bit like Marvel now. So I feel like it wasn't as edgy as the first one. Because the second one also, I think the second one was maybe weaker than the first one because it also had that I don't give a fuck energy, but it was reaching D12 level.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the second one was more disrespectful even than the first one, I guess. The overall jokes and stuff.
And I think the first one was also quite politically correct, if I remember, because from the first Deadpool movie, there was this line from Deadpool where he's about to punch a woman, and he's like, "Is it sexist not to punch you, or is it sexist to punch you?" And then he just shoots her. Yeah.
No. They don't show the shooting. He locks and loads and then cuts out. And then and remember he kills somebody with a Zamp.
The Zamboni.
Oh, yeah. And then in this multiverse saga, I believe Ant-Man Quantumania was so. Yeah, it was complete fucking trash.
You know, until you mentioned it, Kartik, I completely forgot about it. Yeah, there was Ant-Man and the Quantumania.
The only good part of that was Kang, and then I guess they're gonna change that now because of the actor's private life situation.
Yeah.
Because I really liked him as the Kang though. Like he was good. He was good in Loki.
In Loki, yeah, that's right. He was pretty intriguing.
Yeah. But
It's a
Ant-Man
shame.
Quantumania was so trash. Lazy writing. And Zezi, you want to talk about bad CG? Wow, that was bad CG. Like really horrible. And you know, but here's the thing though. I wish Marvel could do a movie that is like by design low budget. You know, like it doesn't have to always, I guess 100 million isn't a low budget, but it is, I guess, low for Marvel. So
Well, I'm thinking maybe Logan was pretty low budget from the looks of it.
Logan?
Yeah, because I think it has like minimal CGI.
But is Logan Marvel? It's technically Fox.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean Marvel as in, because I would like that Captain America and Winter Soldier energy, but even lower budget. Like, you know, part of the great things about like superhero, if they do adapt it, I wish they would use it like sparingly. Because I'm so tired of Dragon Balls. Like so many Dragon Balls in the air, so many Kamehamehas.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna do that, they better do it like Days of Future Past style.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why we enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine, because I mean there is, yes, in the end Kamehameha, but Wolverine and Deadpool's power are very limited.
Yeah, I would say that they're more analog than other superheroes.
Yeah. Oh yes, I agree. I was thinking about that. I was watching. Oh, thank you, Zezzy, for agreeing with me. Yeah, because I love the grimy stuff. Like it doesn't always have to be. There doesn't need to be an energy beam that ends the universe.
Yeah, and think about, I mean, Blade, for example. He was also pretty analog. He just kills vampires. We know he has like super strength, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only effect they have is, you know, when he slices these vampires, they kind of burn.
Yeah, I mean, I think that helps us like empathize with the character. You know, because someone once told me that Superman works because he's weak against kryptonite. If they didn't have that, he wouldn't be a superhero because he's just invincible.
Basically,
He's God.
That's right.
He's God on Earth. Yeah.
We saw that in Justice League when he was like standing over Steppenwolf with his invisible big chain.
Yeah.
Like, what's up now?
Yeah. Anyway, oh man, we talked a long time. Let's give a number grade to this, guys. Number grade.
Let's see. I would give this movie. I think I could give it a 9.
9.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved Wolverine in this movie. I mean, Deadpool was being Deadpool, but I loved every moment, and the cameos were brilliant, and it was funny.
Oh wait, Zezzy wants us to stop. What was your least favorite scene?
My least favorite scene? Hold on, I'll have to.
I already told you my favorite scenes.
My least favorite would be. Oh man, this is hard.
Well, you can just say you don't have one.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to pick one out, which means I probably don't have a scene that I really hated.
Yeah.
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 And I'm more than willing to watch it again because I think it's also packed with a lot of details.
Yeah.
That just like flies past too quickly. So I'll have to watch it again to like.
Oh, hey, I want to answer that. Zizzy, I have another favorite scene. I loved it when Cassandra casually says, "Oh, I got this from some wizard," and then she does that, and then you have 4 seconds. And I love Deadpool and Wolverine, like that jump scene.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was like funny with the music.
I also love the perspective of those fighting on the ground. They're like looking up, seeing them jump, making the jump.
Yeah, I like it's those happy murderer smiles that make me really enjoy that humor a lot. Yeah,
I like that.
I guess in terms of feel goodness, this has the best out of all Marvel ones. Oh, another favorite scene of mine is the best creative decision was when Deadpool throws the katana and it lands.
It bounces and hits his head.
Yeah,
and he says something about insulting Canada.
Yeah, because I thought I wanted that during the Deadpool like a old boy scene though, but that's I guess my least. So you give it a 9.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give it a 8.5. 8.5. For me, like the first one was like a 9.5, and ever since then, Deadpool 2 and 3 is 8.5 for me. Like it just like, is it rewatchable good? Yes, but is it like a masterpiece? Like because the first Deadpool still makes me happy when. Remember when he says you have something stuck in your mouth, and then like all that "fuck you" moments, like all that he was great in that. That Ajax guy, he's a great actor. Yeah.
He also played in that Zack Snyder film we watched. He's the bad guy from what's it?
Yeah.
He's very good at playing a villain.
Why 8.5? Okay, 8.5 because I think like you mentioned, some of the CG and some of the scenes were not completely well done, I guess. And another one is it is a bit of clunky sometimes. What do you think, Won-Jin? I thought it was like it tried its best to be like this seamless thing, but I did feel like it was sometimes jumping all over the place.
Yeah, it was jumping all over the place. Yeah. And I don't give it a 10 because, like you say, it's not a masterpiece. And second, I think they could have given more gravitas in the TVA scenes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, another one, Zezzy. When you mentioned TVA, I thought was just a story device, and I kind of expected more. Just from watching the trailers, I thought they were going to play a bigger role. The best scene was the dialogue with Cavill-rine when Deadpool says, "We will treat better than those fucks down the street." Wait for James Gunn to come back in Peacemaker season 3. I would definitely watch Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah, we loved Peacemaker.
Peacemaker 1 is season 1 is a masterpiece. Yeah. Monster! all that flies.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I would give it a 9. But managed to distract me from the faulty details. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is a bad movie. Okay, maybe I should give, you know what, 9 or 8.5. It's an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. It's not a 9 for me. Like, 9 is one of those things that it's like, give me a sequel now. Immediate. Like, take my money kind of level. But this was like, I would watch it again. But I think they were kind of being meta about it when Deadpool asked Wolverine, right? Like, are you coming back? No.
You know, one thing I worry about these jokes in the movie is that I don't think they're going to age well. Because if you watch this movie 15 years later, people are not going to understand the reference. A lot of them.
Karthik gives 6 out of 10 for me. Woo! So it's just watchable for you, huh, Karthik? I respect that. Sorry, guys. I was just helping Trish and my father-in-law put our groceries away. No problem. Joe, it's okay. Stay honest. If you feel like it's 8.5, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm always honest, Z. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're going to take a 3-minute break.
And we'll return to talk about House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 6.
Yeah. I did not like the ending, especially the scenes with variants. Yeah. I mean, now that Karthik says that, I think that's why they try to minimize that multiverse shit to like this, I guess.
Yeah.
So that I understand, actually. Maybe that's why TVA didn't get too much speaking lines or too much explanations. Because I agree with Karthik. I think none of us are like currently happy with the multiverse shit right now, except Spider-Man. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back. See you in a bit. This has been Joe J Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Monster! I wish the flies would talk in Peacemaker. That would fucking beautiful. La 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 la.